that we are going to have. And Taj, you can confirm that you can hear me? Taj, can you hear me?
Oh, good. Yeah. Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, then let me just finish the introduction and then you take it away.
Okay.
Yes, so I think I was just saying that I think in this era of complex transfusion practices and even rising patient safety expectations, I think relying on cross-match alone results can be dangerously misleading. So I think this webinar has come at the right time, and our speaker will guide us through this critical conversation. We are privileged to have a renowned speaker, that is Taj Habib, and Taj Habib is a senior medical lab officer and a renowned author who has a respected voice in lab medicine and also lab quality systems. So he draws vast practical experience and even scholarly insight. And we will be privileged for him to connect theory to real world practice. So I think we are going to just sit down and listen, but then we shall be able to take questions or any arising concerns at the tail end of this presentation. So once again, now take this opportunity to welcome all of you. And I can see we are tuned in from both those in the country and even those who are outside the country. I can see all of you, Anthony, Josephine, Amukoe, Leonida, Kipngetich, Samuel, Caleb Mwoka, Emmanuel Sherry, all of you, welcome, welcome. So over to you, Taj. If you can hear me, you can take it away. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you. Welcome all. Today, the webinar is very short. I just want to make two important points. That when you do a cross match, it does not give you a full guarantee that the blood you have now said is compatible to the patient is safe. So the question is, does compatible cross-match guarantee the blood you're giving out is safe for transfusion? The short answer is no. Cross-match is not 100% foolproof of compatibility. It has a flaw. Just give me a minute only. I just get something done here. Okay. Cross-match is widely used all over. Whenever you go to any transfusion unit, you'll find they're doing a cross-match. But it has a very big flaw. And this flaw is dangerous because it can mislead you that it is compatible when it is not compatible. So there are two issues here. One, be careful that the cross-match does not guarantee. It has a serious flaw. Cross-match will only detect ABO incompatibility, only ABO, and antibodies in the patient's serum which may have the corresponding antigen in the donor cells. So it's only very suitable in these two areas. So let's go to the next slide. This is where I want to make a clarification. A cross-match will not show any rhesus incompatibility. I'm repeating, cross-match will not show any rhesus incompatibility. In this case, if you cross-match a rhesus or rhesus positive blood against a rhesus negative patient with the same blood group, your cross-match will show 100% compatibility. This is a serious flaw. It's a serious error. If accidentally the person who is stamping the units, the pints, and he stamps a rhesus positive unit, he stamps it rhesus negative. For example, let me start from the beginning. Say, for example, first and foremost, clerical errors are the leading problems in transfusion. So you have a case here where an O positive unit of blood has been stamped O negative, and you pick it up and you do a cross match for a lady in the theater who is 23 years old with no children, and she's definitely O negative. The cross match will tell you it's compatible. And if that blood is transfused, you have ruined her life. She will never get any children. So clerical error is a big, big problem in transfusion. Number two, if you do a cross match, you should regroup the rhesus factor. More safely, regroup it again, ABO and rhesus, both. But if by chance it is wrongly labeled, if an O positive donor is wrongly labeled as O negative, and you cross-match against an O negative patient, the cross-match will be 100% compatible. A cross-match does not tell you rhesus incompatibility. It doesn't pick it up. So that's the first part of this webinar, that please regroup again, even if that unit of pint is within your lab or it's come from an outside source. Now, talking of outside source, again, X-match does not detect rhesus incompatibility. Point taken. Okay. Now, when you receive blood from a third party, like a blood bank, this blood is normally grouped and rhesus typed. It is also screened by ELISA for HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, syphilis, and in some cases, also malaria. Now, this is where I want to clarify that all this screening should be repeated before you do the cross-match. So, very important that all imported blood units, all blood products are repeated, ABO, rhesus, and screened again by rapid screen for HIV, hepatitis B, Hep C, and syphilis. Now, you will ask me, it's already been done by the blood bank, and it has been done by a very sensitive method. Why do you want to repeat it? So, my answer to you is, let's go back. Which is the most important, the most common error in the lab? Clerical. So repeating all this ABO, rhesus, HIV, Hep B, Hep C is safeguarding the patient. Because if something goes wrong, you will be asked, why didn't you double check something which came from a third party? And you are the one who is signing for it. You can't say, oh, I assumed this was all done and it was done properly. No. All units of blood from a third source must be screened for ABO, rhesus, HIV, Hep B, Hep C, and TB. Now, I went to one hospital and they said, this is a waste of money because it's already been done. But I don't see the point there because the patient is already paying you for a cross-match and you're pocketing that money without repeating those tests. And there could be a mistake. We're all human and clerical error is the big mountain here. So two things, cross-match will not pick the rhesus incompatibility, so you must repeat the ABO and rhesus. All units of blood from a third party should be screened. That's all, those two important things. So clerical error, screen your blood, especially for the rhesus system when you are doing cross-match. ABO will be picked by the cross-match, but rhesus will not. All units of blood from a third party should be screened for ABO, rhesus, and HIV, hepatitis B, C, and TB by rapid method. Okay, this is just by the way. There are other issues involved when you are cross-matching, but this is not where I want to go. I just want to make 2 points clear. Clerical error is the monster. Make sure that your rhesus system is double-checked before doing a cross-match. Make sure your blood is screened for the basic HIV, Hep B, C, and syphilis before you cross-match. Right? I'm done. Right? Right?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I have finished my webinar.
Yeah, I followed closely. So, yeah, I think you will have to redo it.
Okay. Okay, so here we are. Welcome all. Does cross-match guarantee that donor blood is now safe for transfusion? The short answer is no. Cross-match is not 100% foolproof. It has itself a flaw, a very big flaw. Can we improve on it? Yes. Okay. Cross-match will only detect ABO incompatibility and antibodies in the patient's serum, which have the corresponding antigen in the donor cells. Now, this is where the big information comes. X-match does not detect rhesus incompatibility. What I mean by that is, if you take a unit of O positive blood and you cross-match against an O negative patient, your cross-match will show complete 100% compatibility because it is incapable of detecting rhesus, the difference in the rhesus. It does not pick rhesus incompatibility. It picks only ABO. Rhesus will go through and it will burn. So all cross matches repeat the rhesus system. Any blood coming from a third party, even if it has been screened by PCR or by ELISA, it's a reputable place which has done it. We have a big monster here called clerical error. So repeat your HIV, repeat the blood group and rhesus, repeat hepatitis B, C, and syphilis. Do it again by rapid method. I'm not asking you to do it by PCR or by ELISA. That's been done already. But by rapid method, you can do it. The latest Abbott kit, rapid kit, determine. Now Abbott have made a new version of this strip, and it's called Early Detect. It picks antigen also. Contact Abbott or Google Abbott. They have come with a fantastic product. It's a strip, it's rapid, it will pick P24 antigen and also antibodies, and it costs 170. So use that strip. Hepatitis B costs 50 shillings, hepatitis C costs 50 shillings, syphilis costs 20 shillings. So what's the big deal? Just repeat them. And they are good tests. This is one way of double checking that the blood you have received is safe. It doesn't cost much. After all, the patient is paying for it. Don't you? All the hospitals charge for cross-match. So this is part of cross-match. The biggest monster in blood transfusion is clerical errors. Imported blood, imported packed cells, imported blood products, platelets, plasma, all that needs to be screened. Again, for HIV, for hepatitis. By rapid method, HIV now, you have a very good kit, rapid kit from Abbott, FDA approved, 170. It will do even P24. Google Abbott. Okay, I don't want to go into this, but bacterial contamination, allergic reaction, shelf life is another issue. And if you will permit me, Fred, I would like to know if there are any questions. Otherwise, we can end this webinar.
Thank you, Taj. I think it was very clear, and there are a couple of questions.
Yes.
There are a couple of questions, and also I can see Dr. Rachel. I can see you around, so I'll give you a moment. I'm sure you are also an expert, especially in this area. Dr. Rachel is one of us, and also she's an expert also in this area. I can see your comment. Maybe I'll give you some time to just comment. So maybe I can start with the first question, Taj, and this is from Eric Kirui, and Eric is asking, does patient react to donor cell even after compatible cross-match? Thank you, Eric, for the question.
Today, I don't want to go into any other topic. The question you're asking me is a vast, it's a different question. It's vast. And today, I just want to make 3 points clear. There is this monster called clerical error. Then there is that cross-match has a very big flaw, that it will not be able to pick resource incompatibility. And number 3, any product from outside, please redo them by rapid kits. I just want to make 3 points. Other area, please, we will have time, another time for another issue. The question is asking is, for me, it is too vast. I just want to concentrate that, look, a cross-match will not prick resource incompatibility. A cross-match is not totally safe as we think it is safe. 2, clerical error is a big monster. Number 3, rescreen your blood before transfusion. Can we go to the next question, please?
Thank you. I think there's another question here from Benedict Washala. And Benedict is asking, apart from the mentioned hepatitis B and C, HIV, syphilis, and malaria, what other diseases must be added to screening now that we have mpox and other emerging viral diseases that are transmitted through blood? Thank you, Benedict, for the question.
Fred, there are so many other diseases which can be transmitted through blood. There are other viruses. So today, I don't want to go there. Please, I just want to make a point that, look, when you're doing a cross-match, don't totally rely on cross-match that it is going to save you and it is a compatible cross-match is safe. It is not safe. It does not pick the research system. So let's go to the next question, please.
Thank you. So I think I'm inviting if you have any comments or if you have any reactions to our topic today. And just as I've seen someone requesting for some other areas to be covered, I can see Adende Opondo is saying you need a lecture on Coombs test. I think, yes, we will do all that. We just purpose to be very short, precise, and to the point so that we can break down all these processes into sessions that at least you pick something. And I think that informs why our senior here, Taj, has been very specific and precise to the point. So, Adendo, I can assure you that, yes, we shall bring that lecture and we shall bring that discussion. And I'm sure that you will keep checking. So I'm not sure whether there's someone who wants to comment or to ask more questions. I'm inviting you to do that. But meanwhile, Dr. Rachel, I can just give you a minute so that maybe I'm sure you cannot miss something to say regarding this. So, Rachel, you can just unmute and maybe you can give your comments.
Welcome, Rachel.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well,
yes,
Rachel.
We can hear you.
Welcome.
I want to thank the presenter, Taji, for what you've said. And I'm also very excited because you've just talked about 3 points, the clerical errors, and compatibility does not detect the errors. And you have also talked about the repeat of the TTIs.
Yes.
Let me first of all put the TTIs away for now. I talk about the letters compatibility. What Taj have said about the clerical error is very key. Even it does not start in the laboratory where you're doing your test. It starts from the sample collection. If you are not the one who is correcting, if you are not the one who will be, if you are not the one who will be correcting the sample, if you are in a public hospital where the sample is collected in the ward or in the outpatient and you are not there, you will not be able to know if this sample is exactly for this. So there is that. We usually do the repeat grouping, both for the donor and the patient. No assumption. And that one we do so that we check if the blood group is corresponding or it is not corresponding. That one, whether you have received the blood from the National Blood Service or in your hospital you are collecting blood, in the laboratory, the serology or the blood transfusion or BTU bench, you have to do the repeat of grouping both for donor and the recipient or the patient. That's number one. You are eliminating the clerical error. And you are labeling you in the lab. How you label is very important also because you can exchange when you are labeling, and that is also something that makes us to repeat the grouping. The only thing that I can say here, forgetting about the genetic makeup, Taji, because I have to forget about the genetic makeup because we've not gone there. When we are doing the 4 phases of a cross match, there is the detection of IgG. And of course, the letters are IgG. But now, Taji, I want to say here, even if we get that there is this incompatibility in S37, saline 37, we also go up to the cones so that we can establish. But what I am concurring with you, there are many types of IgG antibodies that we possess. So we may not talk about Lesa's incompatibility as percent, but depending on what is being done by these labs, because usually we do ABO and a D, we never even do C or E. So what we are saying, even if you get that there is an incompatibility or a reaction at S37, you may not be able to target to the D or the resas, what is calling the resas. It could be other antibodies. So it is very important that we complete the 4 phases of a cross match, of which I am very sure very few hospitals or lab people are doing this. But as it has been said by Taji, it is very important that you complete that one, because even if you're not going to get the resas incompatibility, you may get that this unit is incompatible with the recipient. That one will help you. But what I said in my message, there is no cross match that is 100% compatible. None. And the only safest unit of blood is the one that was prescribed for me, but it was not transfused. That's my talk for now, because I have seen what Taji have said. He said only 3 things, but we have to stick to what he have said so that we don't lose the gist of this presentation. Thank you, and back to you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rachel. Thank you very much. Taj, hope you can hear me.
What has happened is, okay, now I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I think Fred, you go first, then I'll go second.
Okay, I was just thanking. Thank you, Dr. Rachel, first of all, for finding time to join, and also thank you for the thoughts that you have buffered, especially around what we have discussed today. And maybe Taja, you can just I can just give it back to you.
You see, what Rachel is saying is very, very, very important. We have started the ball rolling. And the role is, please, clerical errors are a big monster in the lab. Cross-match is not a foolproof compatibility. Look beyond that. And the place I used to work, I remember one pathologist came to us and said, you are using Risa's anti-D. Try and get anti-big C, big D, and big E, which now Rachel has brought my memories back, that you can buy an expanded Risa's Sera, like C, big D, big E. But I think it could probably be expensive, but at the moment it's good to understand that it is available. But the important thing is we have managed to get the ball rolling. And people to understand, look, you have to include the research system. You have to understand that, look, the cross-match will not pick an incompatibility of research system, and you could be endangering somebody's life. She may never get pregnant again because she will produce a lot of anti-D. So if anti-big C, big D, big E is available, perhaps you can try and use that. But I'm very, very, very thankful to Rachel, because we always, even myself, for many, many years, and I've been in the lab for more than 40 years, and I've cross-matched all the time, and it was my favorite bench. But until many years later did I understand that this cross-match can only pick ABO and antibody, some other antibodies, and it will miss the resource incompatibility. It is very, very, it's a false hope, cross-match, unless you do your research system. We can go to the next question.
Thank you, Taj, for that. Thank you. I think I can see a couple of reactions. Kipngetit Samuel is saying, very good explanation, Dr. Rachel. And then, okay, there's a question from Daniel. I'm not sure whether that we can handle now. I think Daniel is asking whether a blood group test can help determine biological children of a parent. Okay. Dr. Francis Wanyama, looks like you have something. This is just a discussion. It's not closed-ended. If you have something, you are just free to bring it up. And this informs why our discussion is short, to just enable everyone to participate adequately. So if you have something you want to put across, kindly just unmute. I have given you the rights. You can just speak. I think the spirit of this webinar is that we learn from each other, we share experiences. So, Dr. Francis, you are free to unmute and bring your thoughts. Nobody wants to knock anyone out. Francis, if you can hear me, you can unmute. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Francis, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your moderating the session.
Speak a bit loudly, please. Speak a bit loudly.
Okay. Thank you very much, the presenter, for the beautiful presentation.
Thank you.
I cannot speak long because I've just excused myself. I'm out of the country.
Okay.
So I just wanted, because there were two previous questions which I think were scientific in nature and trying to join the minds of the scientists. So I would wish, the previous was about, thinking about introducing other, dangerous viruses such as mpox.
Yes.
As researchers, I think it's a continuous probing process that probably in the future we could also find that there are other viruses or pathogens that may be screened.
Yes, absolutely.
So what I was saying is that science is not a closed shop. We have to continue probing.
Absolutely.
Innovative. Otherwise, I'm a clinical chemist, and I find the presentation interesting. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Francis. Thank you. No, this is not a closed shop. There is much more. This is the beginning of the rolling of the ball, but there is a lot more to a cross match.
Yeah. Correct.
Thank you, Dr. Francis. I'm sure Dr. Francis is coming to us from, is it UK? I'm not sure. I think he's in the UK. Francis, is it UK or the United States? I'm not so sure, but welcome. And thank you for also finding time to join. And also thank you for your kind thoughts. And as I said earlier, this is a discussion, and this may not be it may not be one side from Italy. Thank you, Francis. Yes, Francis coming from Italy. So thank you for your thoughts.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and also for finding time to always tune in into our presentations. So I can see some hands are raised, Taj. So maybe I want to allow. I want to first of all acknowledge those who have followed the presentation closely. Charity Koech says good presentation. Onyango Tieno saying good presentation. I appreciate. So I want to give this back to Dr. Rachel. I can see your hand is raised. So kindly, you will just be able to unmute Dr. Rachel, and then you can make your comment.
Thank you, Chair. I want to answer, maybe just try to answer two or one question. There's somebody who have asked about if blood group or ABO can be used to determine paternity.
Yes.
It is 50%, but it is not conclusive.
Yes.
Because people have got the same blood groups.
Yes.
So it is just a 50%. So another test, DNA, has to be done so that we have a conclusive result. So if in your lab you are doing paternity testing using blood groups, you are doing the wrong thing. So from now, start doing the right thing. Instead of even doing the ABO, you can take their samples and make sure they are done the full molecular analysis. That will give you the full paternity testing. Even in forensic, it can be used, but still it has to be supported with molecular. Concerning what Taj has said about the Abbott kit, yes, the Abbott kit is there, and it is a fourth generation kit. But what we are saying, it is in your lab, because there are some protocols that has to be followed that are to be adhered to when we are correcting blood. But if the blood has not come from you, or it has come from you and you have to repeat for TTI, it's safe for you. If you do make it and you can be able to repeat, good, because you have to assure yourself as well.
Yes, you have to defend yourself.
You have to assure yourself. But the problem we have, Taji, but where I was in Australia and in Bristol, there is nobody who can be given a transfusion without prior testing of the same TTIs that the blood transfusion service is doing. Because people can say, you are the one who transmitted this disease, I did not have, but you don't have evidence if I had it or not.
Absolutely.
As people are asking about other emerging and re-emerging diseases, yes, but remember, there is the protocol of when you are recruiting donors. Recruitment of donors, even if there are replacement donors, has to be adhered to, and it is very important. Why do I say so? That is the time you know whether somebody has fever, somebody HB is okay, somebody has been treated last week or the previous week, and you are able now, to defer that donor. But if you are not doing those protocols, Taj, let me say, I am talking to you now because I have not met you, but you have been in the lab for long. If we don't adhere to those protocols, for my lab specialists who are listening, actually whatever you do is like witchcraft, because you are getting blood from people who are unwell, and then you will discard it, and that person needed that blood more than you discarding it. Please, it is time that we start doing the right things. And this one I say with pain, because one day I went to a specific hospital in our country, and I want to say which, and after 3 months they had already discarded 300 units of people with HIV, and they had not even told those people. Is that fair?
No.
Before we talk about other emerging, the ones we are screening, the 4 TTIs that we are able to do, what are we doing about them? Because we have to ask ourselves very hard questions. And because we are the people who have been entrusted in ensuring safety of the blood that we transfuse, of course, it is not 100% safe. We know that. So before people start pushing a lot of blood to others, think about it. If it were me who was there, would I have liked to be given all these many units that are not 100% compatible? Let me leave it there, because it is Taji's topic. I'm just bringing the
no, it is okay. Fred knows we have plenty of time, and this was supposed to be interactive. Anyway.
Yes, I am happy even to have seen this topic, because I saw it when I was running, and I said, no. This one is a question I can answer right now as we wait for the presentation. And it is coming out well. Thank you, listeners, and please keep pondering about what we are saying here. Thank you. Back to you, Chair.
Fred, go on, because I want to respond a little bit, but Fred, you go first.
No, thank you, Dr. Rachel, first of all, for your comments. I think they are quite timely, and also this is an area that for sure needs a conversation. And I'm just happy that you've been able to open that so well.
Yes,
and yeah, I think we want to thank you for that. So back to you, Taj.
Okay. I just want to mention something about paternity testing when blood groups are related. I think we all know about it, that blood group O is recessive. That means if the husband and wife are both O, there is no way a child can be born of any other group unless a neighbor is involved or the fence was too low for the but it's not possible for two parents who are O to have a child who is A or B. So that way it does help. Then there is the issue of secretor status, but it's a little complicated. But finally, as Rachel says, you will have to do a DNA. But O is recessive, and that can sometimes help. When it comes to other diseases, as Rachel says, it's a Pandora box, and we are rolling towards it. But the important thing is to come home and say a cross match without a rhesus tube is dangerous. It will create a problem. If you want, you can include in your cross match a rhesus, an extra tube to detect the rhesus factor, because ABO incompatibility will be picked by your cross match, but the rhesus incompatibility will not be picked. Maybe we can take another question now.
Right. Thank you, Taj. I think I can see another comment. Adendo, I want to give you the mic. Adendo, if you can hear me, I want to give you the mic and the rights just in a moment. Okay. Adendo, I don't know how to have it. Let me get you again. So I think there's a comment here, a long comment here from Adendo. So I want to allow him to make or to give his remarks. Adendo, if you can hear me, kindly unmute and maybe you can give your remarks.
Thank you so much. I'm Andendo from Kisumu.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yes. What Taj is talking about, the testing for blood before cross-match is done, is very, very important. I had the same experience in 2002 when I was working in a certain private facility. When I picked blood for cross-match from a satellite bank, but when I came, I used to rescreen them with, by then we were using, I think, some test called capillars and this kind of.
Yes, it was a latex test from Ireland.
Yes.
Yes.
So when I ran the test came out positive for the blood I picked from the bank.
Ooh.
So it is something serious. When he picked it, I can remember clearly what happened. I had to go back to the bank, to the satellite. There was a quarrel between me and those people at the bank that I was using rapid test.
Very much. I would have gone with a pipe.
Yes, yet the superior test of ELISA has been used.
And it was
and it was negative according to them, yes. So they gave me some units. Another unit, I went back. When I went back, I still rescreened. They came out positive.
Yes.
I had to rush back.
Clerical error.
I had to rush back. When I went back, now they had to cool down. They checked. When they checked, there was a serious clerical error that the blood that was meant for transfusion is the blood that they placed as the ones which are negative, but the ones which are meant for this to be discarded are the ones which were kept to be distributed. And actually, that is what saved the situation. It is good luck that I was in fact, they were telling me I was the first person who had gone there. Because I was following that blood and it was still not ready. Following it wasn't ready. When I went there, I picked and I went back. When I went back, they had to recheck, went back to the records and corrected the error. So it is very important for us to rescreen this blood. It is something that's being neglected, but it's very important. I think let us take it very seriously, all the labs. Thank you.
You see, the other thing is the patient is paying for the cross-match. She has every right for you to double-check that this blood is safe for her. They are paying for cross-match. And the HIV kits are free in the whole country. And TP is 20 shillings. Hepatitis B is 50 shillings. Hepatitis C is 50 bob. Surely, can a hospital complain that we are wasting money to recheck? No, they have no ground to complain. Fred is thinking. Fred is thinking. Fred, are you there? Fred
yes, yes. I think I've really enjoyed that from Adendo. I think Adendo, thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I think Taj brought it also out so well. And I think that is quite a hands-on experience. So, Taj, I think this was very timely from the comments and then from the discussions that we've had today. And Okowa, I can see you saying you wanted examples. I think that's a good example from Adendo. Unless you want to make some other comments, Okowa, I can give you the rights to speak. Otherwise, back to you, Taj. I think this was very timely and important.
That has to be screened. The blood has to be screened. Okay, with your permission, Fred, I just want to see if anybody will buy my book. I have published this book. Last year, it cost 2,500. I will deliver it in any part of Kenya. All you have to do is send me the money in M-Pesa, and I will make sure you get the book. It's 2,500. I will deliver it to any part of Kenya. It's a good 350-page bench book. All the webinars I've done so far, they are all in it. I'll be very grateful if you could buy, but I can see a lot of people don't like to buy books, but it's about time we changed. A lot of lab technologies don't have books. They don't have books, and this is a time now that we should start getting books. At least get Monica's books, get Tad's book. And in fact, in Monica's book, she clearly mentions very clearly in her book that resource incompatibility will not be detected in a cross-match. She is very clear about it. And she wrote these books 20 years ago, and they are still useful today. If you can get the second edition of Monica's books, volume 1 and 2, they cost about 5,000 each, but each lab should have it. And perhaps even my book, which is only 2,500. But Monica is very essential. She's very good. She wrote this book many, many years ago, and till today, it is used in all tropical countries. I have seen it in India, Egypt, UAE, a friend in Argentina talked to me, and everywhere it is used. Buying books. I agree, you are now technologically advanced and you want everything on your mobile. Yes, but a book looks at you. A book cries at you and says, open me. That is the difference. Friends, Fred, if you want, I can repeat the webinar one more time, but tell me whether to do it. Fred.
I think this one has come out quite well, and it's been very interactive. So I think we can just come to the end. We've taken also an hour or so on it. I think it's been a good one.
Yes. I can say bye-bye.
Yeah, maybe I want to take this opportunity to thank the participants. I can see you are very, very I can see you have been very attentive, and also your comments. Kennedy Odipo is saying, thank you, Taj, for that wonderful presentation. I can see Gentrix Mekali is saying, very educative information. Thank you. I can see Frederick Okoa saying he was answered. Thank you, Frederick. I can see Eric Kirui saying, thank you, Dr. Rachel, for your response. I can see Kilimo Valentine. Thank you, Dr. Rachel and Taj Habib, for this presentation. Chepiegon Rosbella saying nice presentation, and many, many of you who have been able to just log into this presentation. So maybe, Taj, I'll bring back this to you. This presentation is also available on our YouTube page. You can just go and maybe you will find it. And I think it will be of help in our day-to-day practice. So back to you, Taj, for your closing remarks.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you for the opportunity for talking to so many young people. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for the gentleman from Kisumu. Just if you're working on the transfusion bench, careful. Repeat the tests. Repeat the results. Repeat the HIVs. Then you are okay. And I think we as lab technicians are doing our job, but we have to. What saddened me most is I visited a hospital in Nairobi, and I told them that the blood which comes from the blood transfusion center, you should repeat all those tests, and they told me we will not do it because they've already been done by a very high sensitive method, ELISA. Number two, there's no need to repeat; it's a waste of money. But I don't agree with him, and I think clerical errors can happen. That often it can slip through. And what is it going to cost you? 100 shillings more? No big deal. Goodbye, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So allow me to take this opportunity once again on behalf of Lab Medicine Society of Kenya to thank everyone who found time to join onto this webinar. And also let me thank in a very special way our speaker today, Taj Habib, who found time to put together this presentation. I also want to thank the active participation of our very senior colleague, Dr. Rachel Gidiomi. Thank you for finding time, and thank you for your insights. They are valuable, and we found them to be very useful today. So I also want to thank everyone who found time to comment. The gentleman from Kisumu, Ogendo, I thank you. Opondo, I mean, Adendo Opondo, I thank you so much for finding time to participate actively. And also, I want to thank now everyone who found time to just join in. Francis Mugeni from Italy, thank you for joining also, and thank you for your thoughts. So I think at this point, I want to just make this final announcement, and that is we have come to the tail end of today's presentation. And this presentation was KMLTB accredited, and as a result, will attract 3 CPD points. So we shall be able to upload the 3 CPD points, and we shall communicate in your email together with the certificate. So kindly check your email before reaching out. And also, if you don't find it in the email, maybe it's in the spam box or the junk folder, just take your time to check before you reach out. Finally, I think we are in here to learn. And I want to thank you for taking a personal initiative to improve your practice, to refresh your knowledge. I think this is what we need to do as professionals. And until next time, I want to thank you. I've been your moderator, Frederick Obade, and enjoy your evening. Until next time. Thank you.